Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Hey, so we're about 8.5 months into 2019 and a few companies have launched some new. Me being the product junkie that I am, I've tried quite a bit. So I kind of wanted to do a recap. Not really sure what I want to name this just yet. Bop or flop, got or not, hit, miss, with it, don't get it. I kind of want to talk about the few companies that have hit the nail on the head this year so far and a few companies that hit their thumb. If you've been watching me for the last several months, you know that I've tried a bunch of new collections that companies have been launching this year. I want to start off with the Cream of Nature Shrinkage Defense Curl Activator. In case you want a more thorough review on this product, I do have a video on it. You all know I just moved, so I don't have the product on hand to talk about, so I'll just insert a picture. If you saw my video, you know that I used this on a wash and go, and it didn't really work out for me. Even tried to layer this with a gel, and it didn't work out for me. What I will say about the cream is that it was very moisturizing. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was shea butter based. However, I wouldn't use it for anything other than like twists or braids, and I more than likely wouldn't use it in the summertime because poof. Next up, we're going to talk about one of tgin's latest launches. This is the Honey Curls Custard. You all know I had to try this a couple of times before I actually liked it. I tried this on a wash and go and it was a no. Then I tried this on damp hair for a braid out and it actually wasn't bad. I did get flakes. This is an extremely moisturizing product. Only issue that I had with it with the wash and go was the hold, and then when I tried it on damp hair with the braid out, I got flakes. But I'm going to try it again with a different leave-in, something that's clear to hopefully prevent the flakes. And then if that doesn't work, like it's going back. It's going back to Ulta. Another product launch that I tried out this year was from African Pride. They expanded their Moisture Miracle line and included a gel and cream. I also have a video on this product, so be sure to check that out if you want a more thorough review. If you saw that video and any of the updates that I posted in the comments, you know that I really enjoyed this. I used the leave-in pretty light-handedly under this, so that probably aided in why my hold was so great with this. I think I got about a week out of this. I used this on a wash and go. It was also very inexpensive and I found it at Walmart. So this was a win for African Pride. Next, we're going to talk about some of Shea Moisture's launches this year. I stumbled across their African Black Soap and Bamboo Charcoal line. I think there was a pre-poo scalp treatment, the shampoo, the conditioner, and then there was a mask as well. I wound up returning the entire collection except the pre-poo because I used that entire tube. It was only 4 ounces. While the line wasn't complete garbage, it wasn't my favorite. Shea Moisture has had tenure in the natural hair community and they just missed the mark with this particular collection. It just wasn't it. Next, I stumbled upon the Cannabis Sativa collection and I tried the shampoo, the conditioner, and the leave-in. In the video, I did mention that I did not like the shampoo or the conditioner. I don't have them on hand. However, I did like the leave-in. I did also make a disclaimer that this leave-in was extremely light. It says it's the light leave-in and it is. I also stated that this wouldn't be for everybody because some people just need a little extra oomph in their leave-in conditioners. This was the only product that I wound up keeping from the Cannabis Sativa collection from Shea Moisture. The other 2 products were returned. Again, this is another example of Shea Moisture missing the mark. I also am confused in regards to what Shea Moisture's marketing strategy is. They haven't really announced certain collections. I just kind of stumbled across them in store. So, Next up, we're going to talk about Eden Body Works. This year, Eden Body Works did launch their new Papaya Castor collection. I actually did scoop up the entire collection when they had their $5 sale for Cinco de Mayo. I recently did get a chance to finally upload the footage of me trying the foam conditioner and the curl jam. And again, no ma'am, I wouldn't be able to recommend this. The foam wasn't really conditioning for me at all. This didn't Now, as far as the Nourishing Curl Jam, this was really lightweight with regards to the hold, but it is very moisturizing. So I definitely would use this again, but I would have to layer this with something else to get a little more hold from my products. I don't like to retwist and rebraid. I like to throw on my slap cap and go to sleep. If you want something that's going to be a little more heavy duty with regards to hold, I would not recommend this. But I will say that it's very moisturizing. I still have a few more products from that collection to try, but Based off of the foam and the curl jam together, they weren't my favorite. Another recently launched collection is from Curls. They recently launched their Poppin Pineapple collection. I also have a video on this if you want a more in-depth review. I tried the shampoo, the conditioner, the leave-in, and the curl defining jelly. The shampoo and the conditioner have been returned. Also, if you notice in that video, I made the mistake of watching other people's reviews of the products before I got around to actually trying them myself. So I didn't have high expectations when I tried this. Howsoever, I wound up trying these products on dampish hair. So it wasn't dripping wet, it wasn't fresh out of the shower, it was towel dried actually for a few hours. And this line actually blew me away. I love this leave-in conditioner. I actually used it recently, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I used it again and I really like this leave-in. It's extremely thick and extremely moisturizing. This is definitely something that I'm keeping in my stash. Wound up really liking the curl defining jelly from the collection. I had great hold, had a braid out that lasted through rain, through humidity. And again, I don't like to retwist and rebraid my hair. The fact that I was able to get about a week out of the style without having to retwist or rebraid, I'm sold on it. In addition to the style holding, my hair also felt moisturized throughout the week, so definitely will recommend it. Also, like I said in the video, if you are going to try the Curls Poppin Pineapple, make sure you use it on damp hair because a few people have tried it on soaking wet hair and weren't able to get the hold that they like. All right, next up, we're going to talk about the new Moisture RX Hawaiian Ginger collection. I haven't gotten around to doing a review of these particular products just yet, but be sure to let me know down in the comments if you guys are still interested. There were other products included in the launch for this collection, but I only got the leave-in and the gel. I don't know if I've ever talked about this on here. As much as I love the pomegranate and honey shampoo and conditioner from I was not a fan of anything else from the collection, especially the leave-in. So I was particularly leery about purchasing this, but at the same time, I wanted to have something that I assumed would be compatible with the gel when I purchased it. I love the leave-in, love it so much, and I actually used it for this braid out today. I used it with the Lada Body Mousse. This is very moisturizing. I haven't used it on soaking wet hair and I probably wouldn't. This is a good time. I enjoyed this very much. This didn't leave my hair feeling waxy and coated like the pomegranate and honey leave-in. I do want to mention that I did use this on dry hair. I've not tried this on soaking wet hair. So while the leave-in is outstanding, I have tried the gel already and it's not bad. This just doesn't give me the hold that I like. Remember, this is coming from someone that does not particularly care to rebraid, retwist, restyle, none of that. I want my hair to last throughout the week. I don't hate it, but as far as hold, this missed the mark for me. Moving on. Next up is the Jamaican Black Castor Oil collection from As I Am. So far, I've only tried the shampoo, the co-wash, and the refresher water. I still haven't tried the mask just yet. I may try that this week. I haven't decided. Be sure to let me know if you guys need a video on that as well. If you saw my more recent video, you know that I love this co-wash very much. Very slippery, very moisturizing, very cleansing. The shampoo was very good. I did really enjoy it. It did really clean my hair without stripping it. Castor oil water. Honey, let me tell you something. This is sorcery. I used it when I still had my box braids in to kind of give my scalp a boost of like, I've used this to refresh wash and goes. I've used this like on the rare occasion that I do rebraid. I'll mist my hair with this just to kind of rehydrate my hair. This is amazing. I know it makes no sense that it's called castor oil water because oil and water don't mix, but this is extremely moisturizing. It gives you a little bit of slip too if you need to detangle. Like, this is a great refresher. I would probably even try to use it as some type of spray leave-in conditioner, but as a refresher, it's bomb. It's bomb. So As I Am, yes. Next up, we have the Aunt Jackie's Grapeseed collection. I just recently did a video on the conditioner and the gel from the collection. Those are the only two products that I can comment on. If you watched my recent video, you know that Aunt Jackie's kind of missed the mark with the conditioner. While it wasn't a terrible conditioner that I would never, ever use again, it wasn't my favorite. The conditioner claimed that it was going to give mega hydration, and that just wasn't my experience with this. So once I use this up, this is something that I definitely would not repurchase. Also, in a recent video from the Aunt Jackie's Grapeseed collection, I tried the Ice Curls Gel. This gave me definition, elongation, shine, hydration, all of that good stuff. I will say that the hold was probably medium to firm. I did have to wash my hair after about 4 days, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially in this climate. So definitely run out and pick this up if you're interested in trying. And while Aunt Jackie's kind of dropped the ball with the conditioner from the collection, this was fantastic. I really enjoyed this, and I'll definitely be using this again. Also, a few people did ask me to do a comparison video between the Don't Shrink gel and this, so be on the lookout for that. Last-ish, we're going to talk about all the launches from the main choice. First up, we're going to talk about the Prickly Pear Paradise collection. I did a video on this entire Prickly Pear collection, so be sure to look at that if you want a more thorough review. I think I picked up this entire collection except the scalp spray. Let's talk about the apply to dry overnight mask first. You might not be able to tell, but this jar is practically empty. I don't necessarily know how I feel about this overnight mask sensation that's been happening lately, but I will say that this gives a great moisture, great slip, and it smells divine. So definitely, if you see this in Target, pick it up. The cleanser was a no. That's been returned. I don't have that on hand, so I'm going to move on to the next thing. The leave-in conditioning cream from this collection was a win. I still use this to this day. Very moisturizing, very slippery. I will say that this does suggest to use it on towel dried hair, because if you do apply it to soaking wet hair, it's going to kind of lather and foam up. Let your hair kind of dry down a bit before you apply this. But this was really great, and it also smells really delicious. Moving on to the Main Choices Exotic Kool-Aid collection. I also have a video on this entire collection. I bought every single product. The entire Exotic Kool-Aid collection from the Main Choice was catered towards scalp health and having laid hair. I loved the entire collection. The entire collection smells delicious. You probably can't tell, but the shampoo is just about empty. I use the shampoo very regularly because I love how it makes my scalp feel. The mask is half empty as well. I'll probably have one more use out of this. It is very moisturizing and it has great slip, but it's not something I will run out and purchase again for a couple of reasons. One, we all know the Main Choice isn't necessarily cheap. Two, the mask is only 8 ounces. And no. Next up from the Main Choice collection is the leave-in. Really love the leave-in from the collection, from the smell to the slip to the moisture. It was a really, really good time. This is another leave-in that I would suggest applying on towel dried hair because it will kind of foam up on soaking wet hair. Last but not least from the Exotic Kool-Aid collection is the oil. This gives your hair great shine and it smells divine. And it helps with frizz as well. I actually used it to fluff my hair after I took it out of the slap cap today. So while I don't use it regularly, I really do recommend it. If you watched any of my recent Main Choice videos, you know that the Main Choice has just hit it out of the park for me this year. Like, all of their new launches have been wins for me. Next up from the Main Choice is the Cheers collection. I have the shampoo, the conditioner, as well as the gelato from this collection. Make sure you watch that video if you want a more thorough review about that as well. I love the shampoo. Initially, I judged the fact that this is only a 6-ounce bottle, but then I used it and I realized that you really do not need a lot for this to clean your entire hair. I've used this maybe 3 times and I'm still pretty close to the top. I love this shampoo. While I can't say it's moisturizing, the shampoo does have strengthening properties. And again, because it doesn't take a lot, this will last you a long time. I found this collection when it was exclusive to Walmart and before anyone had really blasted it on social media. But I think now you can find this pretty much anywhere Main Choice is sold, I think. Not really sure because I'm not really in the market for any more of this at the moment. But definitely something I would pick up again. The bottle's a little bit used and abused, but as you can see, I use this. Still love this conditioner. This makes your hair feel like butter, but it also is giving it a boost of like strengthening. The gelato, like, do I really need to talk about the gelato? Y'all know I love this. Like the Main Choice is just, they're winning. I think that about sums it up with all of the new product launches that I've been able to try thus far this year. Be sure to share your thoughts in the comments about any of the products that I mentioned. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.